trying to make the situation so untenable they have no choice but to move him, Skip Bayless. But look what they gave up to get him. They gave up the number 5 pick and Chris Dunn, the number 12 or 13 pick, and Zach LaVine. And now everybody knows what Jimmy has done. Everybody knows Jimmy wants out. It's kind of like Kyrie Irving, Skip. Now, had Cleveland approached someone, said, look, guys, we're looking to move Kyrie, they could have got something. But that news came out before Kyrie wants out. So now his value is greatly where you can move him to. You end up having to trade him to the team that you beat for the NBA, the Eastern Conference Finals the year before. So it weakens you, makes them stronger because you got no leverage. Everybody knows he's going to go. He wants to go. So what do you do now, Skip? Jimmy handled this situation wrong. Jimmy, you can't, I get it, you want out. But Jimmy, you can't do this, bro. Because now, Skip, what they going to do? But we knew something. When it came out, it was reported that Jimmy wanted to be traded. Andrew Wiggins' brother tweeted what, Skip? Hallelujah. It's over. He can't go back in there. Andrew Wiggins not. But it goes to show you why LeBron wanted out. One didn't want to play with him. Can you imagine him trying to play with LeBron?
I think it was the other way around.
No.
Yes, it was.
No. I'm saying no. Andrew Wiggins.
I thought you meant Jimmy.
No, not Buckets, not Jimmy. But Skip, let's be real, all the way real now. Jimmy Buckets is a great number 2. He ain't taking no team. He ain't KD. He's not Bron. He's not James Harden. He's not a number 1. So stop playing, Skip Bayless. I know you like his toughness, and I love it too. But he ain't them.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
I cannot tell you how much I disagree with your take and your take on what happened yesterday in Minneapolis, because this was a very positive sign from Jimmy Butler that he would like to stay with the Timberwolves. What did he scream during the practice to the GM, Scott Layden? What did he scream?
You can't
get me out of here? No. He said, you effing need me. That's what he's shouting. And what did he tell Rachel Nichols? I just want to be appreciated. And he went deeper into his issues with those other 2 quote-unquote stars. And I have the same issues with both of them. But Jimmy, who was the last pick in the first round, the 30th overall pick out of Marquette, where he never made any All-Star, he was like honorable mention all Big East. He said, I am not the most talented player. Who's the most talented player on our team? K-A-T, Cat, right?
Yeah.
Who's the most God-gifted player on our team? Wiggs. I don't like Wiggs. I didn't like him before the draft because that's all he is God-gifted, but I don't like his intangibles. I don't like his motor.
Had Embiid back not been jacked up, Embiid would have been the number 1 overall pick.
But then Jimmy said, but who plays the hardest on our team? Me. I play hard. I play really hard, and I put my body on the line every damn practice. And by the way, Stan Van Gundy, who's now a newcomer on ESPN as an analyst, he reported on SportsCenter, the late SportsCenter, that he called a couple of sources that he knows very well in the T-Wolves front office, and they said yesterday was no different than any Jimmy Butler practice, that's just business as usual. That's the way he plays.
They're trying to smooth it down, Skip.
Okay?
You know it's not the case.
I don't know about that.
No.
Okay? So when he says, I just want to be appreciated, now we got Kevin Durant syndrome that happened in Oklahoma City. Why did Kevin want out? In the end, it's because Oklahoma City management and ownership valued Russell above Kevin. They made Russell the alpha. They said he's our best player. They positioned him. They spoke about him publicly like he's our best player. And after a while, Kevin just couldn't take it because he thought he was the best player. So he said, I'll just go join forces with a team that knows how to share the basketball.
Jimmy Butler a better player than Karl Anthony Towns?
I think he's more valuable than Karl Anthony because he plays both ways and he does play hard. And he will make and take big shots.
But what's the way the Minnesota Timberwolves can show Jimmy Butler he's appreciated? 5 years, $190 million.
Or the way you discuss them. Because all the quotes that come from the front office and from the GM are all about Karl Anthony's our most talented player and Wiggs can do this, Okay?
But here's the thing.
There's a way you can handle this where you make him, he's the alpha on this team. That's what he's trying to tell you.
There's no question.
Yeah, he's by far the alpha. The other guys are followers.
But here's the thing. Had OKC given Russ a 5-year, $200 million deal before taking Kevin Durant. I can say, y'all don't appreciate me. And that's what Jimmy Skipper, you gotta sometimes you gotta weed all the way through that thing and get all the smoke and chop the weeds down so you can see clearly. This is about money.
No, I don't think so. And what did he say about his coach, Coach Thibodeau, Tibbs as he calls him? He says, I'm paraphrasing the quote, but he said, right now Tibbs is in his office chuckling over what I did in practice because he loved it. That's what Tibbs loves about why he wanted Jimmy, because he had him in Chicago, obviously.
And maybe that worked with Joakim Noah. Maybe that worked with Gibson. Maybe that worked with Rose. But Skip, you can't just because that worked there doesn't mean it'll work here. And so Jimmy is trying to say, well, okay, this is the way. No, bro. You have to adapt because it's not you don't play a one-on-one sport, bro. You play a team sport, and you need teammates. But like I said, Skip, this could have got sideways real quick. And then what?
I like it that he challenged their manhood, because it's basketball. It's not football. Every position's sort of equal. You know, you're all the same. There are only 3 stars on the team.
Yeah, but Skip, you're at the end of the day, whether I'm good or not, I'm still a man. And that's what I got to ride with. Because when I lay my head down, I'm a man. When I come to practice, I'm a man.
Yeah, but like Jimmy said, just do something about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But let me ask you a question. If Zebo was on that team, he challenging Zebo like that?
Nope.
Exactly.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to because he's got dog in him.
No. I don't care what I got.
Jimmy is top dog on this team. But
here's the thing. This is what I tell guys. Look, Skip, you don't have to be tough. And I didn't pride myself on being a tough guy. I said, but don't you make me find out how tough I am. Because at the end of the day, I'm a man. I got a family. I got responsibilities just like you. You can't talk to everybody any kind of how.
Well, that's no reason to get him out of there.
No, he wants out. He the one that went to them with a trade. They wasn't trying to move him. It wasn't like, see, Kyrie heard that Cleveland was trying to move him first. And then he said, okay, y'all want to move me? I want out. Minnesota wasn't trying to move Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler wanted out because Andrew Wiggins got what, 4 years for $150. Anthony Towns got 5 years for $190. I tell you what, give Jimmy Butler. But Glenn Taylor, he's a billionaire, said, why am I going to be in the luxury tax for the 7th seed? Remember, Skip, they basically had the play-in game for the 8th seed last year.
They did.
Why am I going to? Now,
and then they lost in 5 to Houston.
Yeah. Golden State can say, okay, we'll pay luxury tax because we're in the NBA Finals. We're going to move into a new arena. Okay, we can play luxury tax. Skip, I'm not paying luxury tax for $100 million or $200 million to be the 7th seed.
You want to win?
I want to win championships. They win let me ask you a question. They win the championship? They're going to beat Golden State. They're going to beat Houston. I don't care how great Jimmy can give you 25 and 12. Karl Anthony Towns give you another 25 and 12. Wiggins give you 18 and 6. They win it?
Couple more pieces. They got a shot. They could be contenders.
How many more pieces you going to get, Skip? With 3 max guys? 3 max.
Well, the sticking point is Wiggins, and you can go look it up. I did not like him before the draft.
Well, it's too late. You got him now. They gave it to him.
Look how many negative games he had at Kansas where he just disappeared. You say, like big games, March Madness games. Where was he? I think he had 4 points in one game.
I get all that, but Wiggins has gotten the deal now. He's got that 4 years with $150.
I don't know how.
So what you going to do now, Skip?
I don't know.
Jimmy Butler wants out, or he wants that max deal.
But he did say this could be fixed.
Yeah, of course. Give me 5 for $190 or move me. Those are the 2 fixes.
Fixed for him, but what about the fan base? What about his teammates? What about the coaches?
Yeah.
This is a reputation that's been tarnished, and that's what I've been hearing from some Minnesota.
Yeah, you don't talk to me sideways. Woo! See, sometimes, Skip, sometimes you got to take a butt whipping to prove a point. But when you do that, Skip, you just make it so that he won't do that again. Now, sometimes, Skip, animals, they get into a fight, but they put it on them just right. They might lose. But he say, you know what? I don't want them problems anymore.
They open in a
Well, good luck with wigs. That's what I say.
You want to make it about wigs.
You know, the fans are going to have to wear wigs to disguise themselves.
Jimmy Butler go out there, he cut up at practice, and you blame Andrew Wiggins.
I do. I love Jimmy Butler.
I
want him on my team.
I love it. I love him also.
I loved everything he said. I think it was just
But he
straight
handled
from
it
his
wrong.
heart.
He handled it wrong.
No, it was great.
A lot of passion. All right. Well, Kevin Love, he actually used to be in Minnesota too, but he had some very interesting things to say about playing in Cleveland with LeBron. We'll discuss that.
Oh, you like this, huh?
Yeah.
Next.
This is your wake-up call. If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, month after month, the clock is ticking on irreversible joint damage. Ongoing pain and stiffness are signs of joint erosion. Humira can help stop the clock. Prescribed for 15 years, Humira targets and blocks a source of inflammation that contributes to joint pain and irreversible damage.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure.